What's up, YouTube? Zach's back with another attack. We got a cool video today talking about that song that everybody knows and loves, and I think if you like Pina Coladas, you'll know what I'm talking about. But first, I just wanted to tell you guys about how my friend who works as a nurse in the local hospital, she keeps telling me about this patient of hers who's been on the floor for a couple weeks. I'm like, why don't you just pick her up and put her back in the bed?
Zach's back with another attack, so come on in and just relax. Hit subscribe and join the fun. You're Zach to the future now, son.
So everybody knows Escape, or most people probably know it as the Pina Colada song. It was released in late 1979 by Rupert Holmes as part of his album Partners in Crime. It was actually his lead single. The song became #1 at the end of December, making it the last #1 song of the entire decade. In an interview, Rupert Holmes actually said that if he saved an entire orphanage from a fire and carried the last child out on his shoulders as he stood there charred and smoking, people would still ask him, "Aren't you that guy that wrote the Pina Colada song?" Now this song has a kind of an interesting story. It actually started out totally different. It started out, "People need other people," and that kind of became, "That's the law of the jungle, in the school of the street. You get out of the kitchen if you can't take the heat." He thought it sounded too much like a Billy Joel song, and I can't argue with him, so then he changed it, and it became, "Everyone needs a victim. I believe you will find, when you're cruel to another, when you're cruel to be kind." And that didn't make much sense. Not to mention, there was another hit song called "Cruel to be Kind," so he really couldn't use that anyway. He said that he sometimes looked at personal columns to get ideas because he just found people interesting. And if you've ever people watched at Walmart or something, you also can't really argue with that. And one time in the personal columns, he saw an ad from a woman who he thought was just so glowing. She described herself so amazingly that he was like, "Why are you looking for love in a personal column when you're such an amazing person, you sound like?" He was trying not to be cynical, so he thought maybe she's just looking for an adventure. He thought maybe she's as wonderful as she says, but she just wants to see what happens if she meets a stranger and see what fate has in store for them. She maybe wanted something out of the ordinary. So then Rupert Holmes got to thinking, what if I answered her ad? He thought, with my stupid luck, I'd answer the ad and it'd be the woman I'm living with, and I'd never realize that she was bored of me. So from there it kind of became, "If you like Humphrey Bogart and getting caught in the rain." So I don't know if somebody liked Humphrey Bogart in this wonderful ad this lady placed or what, but he kind of realized that he'd made a lot of movie references and stuff in his past songs, so he kind of wanted to get away from that. He thought the woman in the ad wanted an escape. Like, she sounded like she wanted to go to a tropical island or something with a stranger and really just have an escape. And when he thought of an escape, he thought of the drinks people got when they were on this tropical island, Mai Tais or Pina Coladas. 5 minutes before he recorded this song, he decided on the actual lyrics, and the first time that he ever actually sang the lyrics was the time that he recorded them. What you hear on the song today was the first time he ever sang those words to it. Upon getting some radio play, everybody started calling in to play it again and going to record stores trying to get themselves a copy of this song. But the thing is, nobody called it Escape. Everybody would go to the record store and ask for, "You know that song about them there Pina Coladas?" Or they'd call the radio station and be like, "Can you play that Pina Colada thing again?" But the song was just called Escape, so the label insisted that he change the title to Escape, parentheses, the Pina Colada song, which is what it is today. Another interesting thing is that before this song became big, it was not very common to have bars or other places serve pina coladas. It was kind of hard to get a pina colada. But after this song took off, man, everyone sold pina coladas. They were everywhere. And the popularity of this song has only grown. Now it's been in such TV shows as like The Simpsons.
If you like refund adjustments and the music I play, send a check to my friend Ralph, and he'll mail you a tape.
Movies like Grown Ups.
And cut through all this red tape. At a bar full of O'Malley's, where we'll play.
Hoochie Mama. What does that mean? I don't know, but it feels right.
Shrek.
Lord Farquaad, you've chosen Princess Fiona.
If you like pina coladas.
Princess Fiona. She's perfect.
And Guardians of the Galaxy.
If you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain. If you're not into yoga. If you have half a brain.
So it's pretty wild if you've never heard this song, but you may not have known exactly what the words were or what they meant. So let's take a quick look at the lyrics of this thing. So this song is worse than you may have known. It starts out, I was tired of my lady. We'd been together too long, like a worn out recording of our favorite song. So while she lay there sleeping, I read the paper in bed, and in the personal columns, there was this letter I read. So he's in bed with his wife, and he's just tired of her. He doesn't like her anymore. So he's reading the paper while she's right there and sees an ad. And it says, if you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, if you're not into yoga, if you have half a brain. And why does she only want somebody with half of a brain? Shouldn't she want somebody with a whole brain? If you like making love at midnight in the dunes on the Cape. Don't know which Cape that is, but I'm the love that you looked for. Write to me and escape. So he reads this whole letter and thinks, okay, let's go for it. The next lines are, I didn't think about my lady. I know that sounds kind of mean. Yeah, it does. But me and my old lady had fallen into the same old dull routine. The same old dull routine of laying together while one of you sleeps and the other one reads the paper looking for people to cheat with. That's a good routine. So I wrote to the paper, took out a personal ad, and though I'm nobody's poet, I thought it wasn't half bad. Yes, I like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain. So you're not much of a poet, but you don't think it's half bad. Well, I'm pretty sure that's because you just changed one word from the ad that you're replying to. So that's... You don't have to be a poet to plagiarize. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're not much of a poet either, Zach, but you came up with, no, you do not like green eggs and ham. You do not like them, Sam I am. You will not eat them. Oh, no, wait, I didn't come up with that either. I'm not much into health food. I am into champagne. I've got to meet you by tomorrow noon and cut through all this red tape at a bar called O'Malley's, where we'll plan our escape. So he writes this letter to this woman, planning to cheat on his wife with. And they plan to meet at this bar called O'Malley's. And you can tell that this song wasn't written in 2017 because nobody reads the paper anymore. This would be like, I wrote a Craigslist ad, and she never saw it, because it was in Strictly Platonic. Anyways, he goes on and says, so I waited with high hopes, and she walked in the place. I knew her smile in an instant. I knew the curve of her face. It was my own lovely lady. And she said, "Oh, it's you." Then we laughed for a moment. And I said, "I never knew that you like pina coladas." Okay. So he goes to this bar to meet somebody who he's gonna cheat on his wife with, and then his wife walks in. Here's what I don't get. Did this dude not see his wife reading the paper and mailing an ad into the paper, and then did his wife not realize that he goes to O'Malley's all the time? I assume this is a bar that they've both been to or something, or how does he not know his wife enough to know that she likes pina coladas and getting caught in the rain and blah 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 blah? He doesn't know his wife at all. So, let's go on. I never knew that you liked pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, and the feel of the ocean, and the taste of champagne. How long have you been married and you don't know that she likes pina coladas, champagne, the ocean? If you like making love at midnight on the dunes of the Cape. She's not up at midnight. The start of this song established that she's sleeping and he's looking at the newspaper at midnight, looking for somebody to cheat on her with. What? Why is this a line? Obviously she doesn't like making love at midnight. She lied to him. She lied to the paper because she's sleeping at midnight. You're the lady I've looked for. Look beside you. Come with me and escape. If you like pina coladas. And then this crap chorus. It just repeats. It's a good song. It's catchy, but man, are these people trash, and it doesn't make sense. And this lady should be sleeping at midnight. They're cheating on each other with each other. Rupert Holmes said that this song ends with them realizing what they didn't know about each other, and it re-blossoms their relationship, and they end up happily ever after. This actually happened to a real couple. They were on Instant Messenger online, and they were talking to each other. They were married and decided to meet up and have a fun night, and they got to where they were meeting, realized it was each other, and got divorced. So I don't think that's how this song ends, Rupert Holmes. You can say what you want, but this song ends with divorce and an unhappy ending. Nobody likes pina coladas, not even Rupert Holmes. He admitted he doesn't even like pina coladas himself. So what now, Rupert Holmes? Your move. I'm Zach, don't you do crack, and I'll catch you in the future. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. There's another great video for you right here. You can click here to subscribe, and then you won't miss any of my content. I strive to make content for you constantly that helps you smile every day through optimism and comedy. So make sure you subscribe, watch my stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one.